back to Marissa Explains It All, and today I'm going to be discussing my January favorites. So I have a couple of products that I've been really liking this month. I don't usually do the monthly favorites just because there aren't things that I have discovered within every single month that I've really liked, but this month I decided to, since there are several things that are new that I wanted to share with you. And the first one is actually to take my makeup off with, but I thought I would start with the skincare, and that is the Simple Sensitive Skin Micellar Water Wipes, and they look like this. I've been seeing micellar water buzzed about all over the place and people keep talking about it for makeup removal. However, I wasn't able to find it easily. So I was at Costco and they had a 3-pack of these wipes. And so I guess it was pretty bold of me to go ahead and buy a Costco size package of something that I may not like, but I ended up really liking them. They are very moist towelettes and they are makeup remover towelettes, but the thing that's great is you can use them to remove all of your makeup. So actually I use them when I'm wearing lighter makeup than I am today. This is a heavier, more colorful eye look. So when I'm wearing my everyday, more neutral shades, then I will use these to remove my face and all of my my eye and all of my face makeup, and they've worked really great. They don't irritate my skin. They don't burn or sting or anything. They make your skin feel moisturized after. I do wash after. I do really like those Simple Micellar face wipes. And then two other skincare items that I've gotten back into loving again this month are Neutrogena, and the first one is the Rapid Wrinkle Repair Night Moisturizer, and it looks like that. And the next one is the Rapid Wrinkle Repair Eye Cream, and this one, it looks like that. And I used these years ago and I liked them, but then I just forgot about them. So I rediscovered them, and I really like the night lotion. When you put it on after you've cleansed your face, it just leaves your skin feels really moisturized but not greasy. And it does say on the directions that you could experience mild redness and a warm tingly feeling, but I have never experienced that, and I have pretty sensitive skin. So it does have retinol in it. It says that there might be a warm feeling and that's okay, but I didn't experience it personally. I just really liked how light it was, but moisturizing. And then the eye cream, I love this stuff under my makeup. I don't use it at night that often, but under my eye makeup, I use it almost every single day. So I put on my face moisturizer and then I just take it and I dab it under my eye here and then on my lid, and it doesn't burn, it doesn't sting, it feels moisturized, and it's great as a primer. And I wear primer, sometimes I'll wear primer over it or not. It doesn't matter, it works either way. I mean, like, your makeup isn't all cakey and gross. It's not like you put a primer on top and then it creates like this nasty like layer upon layer upon layer, because it's moisturizer, so it goes into your skin, and I really like that. So that's something that goes hand in hand with this, and you can use this day or night, but I use it mostly daytime. And then going into makeup, which is really why we're all here, right? Something else that I have been loving, and I don't know if I've talked about it before, is the Inglot Duraline, and it is a liquid thicker than water. I don't know, what is it? Is it silicone based? Doesn't say, but it's a transforming liquid that will turn any shadow, it says any Inglot powder eyeshadow, into a liquid formulation. However, it turns any eyeshadow, not just Inglot eyeshadows. And so it comes with a dropper like this, and then you just take it and you drop it into the shadow directly, and then it will allow you to turn the shadow into a liner. And so actually that's how I did my eyeliner today. This black line on the top is, I used this in a matte black shadow, and I love it. I love the way it works. It does what it says it'll do, and I've been able to use my matte shadows. It's available at Macy's, is where they carry Inglot, or if you live in a major city like Los Angeles or Las Vegas and probably New York, they have Inglot stores. So, or online, obviously. And moving into my favorite shadow palette that I've been using, I've been using the Inglot liquid as liner in the black shadow of this palette, is the Urban Decay Gwen Stefani palette, and it looks like that. And these are what the shadows look like, and I did a video on this when it first came out, and I've really been liking it. I created this look today, and I did a tutorial on that, so I'll be showing that later, in another video. I know it looks really like bland and kind of like when I first saw it, I was like, whatever, you know, it's bland and neutral and kind of like whatever. But I've really been loving it as an everyday palette because my go-to everyday look is basically exactly this. So taking a shimmer shade, any of these, like these types of shades, these or this one here, and putting that all over the lid, and then a matte crease shade, and then, you know, I use this shade here as a highlight, and then using any of these to darken up the crease. And then if I wanted to be fun and colorful, then I have these as options. So I've been really liking it a lot more than I thought I would. Not that I didn't think the quality was good or anything, because Urban Decay is really good. You know, just the shadows, I thought, well, I have stuff like that, but I love that they're all in one spot and I don't have to pull one from this place or that place or whatever. So I have been really liking it for that. And I did want to show you this shade Blackout here. You can see how it's like a different consistency. Half of it is a different consistency. That's because of the Inglot Duraline. So it does create a little bit of a crust. If it'll wipe off. Yeah, it appears. If I wipe over the portion where the Inglot Duraline was, it still comes off as a dark black, so it doesn't ruin the shadow and make it unusable if you wanted to use it as a shadow and not just a liner. So. Another makeup I have been loving is this brush for my eyebrows. Now it is a Coastal Scents brush and it just says BR-C-N19. And the reason I love it is because it's not that dense, and normally I love a dense brush for my brows because I use Anastasia brow pomade and it's very moist, I guess, and so I like a dense brush to be able to apply it and not have it go all over the place. However, I love this brush for just the front of my brows. So I'll take a thicker, denser brush that's not so like soft and fluttery, I guess, and I will apply the line of the my Anastasia brow pomade, and then I will take this one and I'll use it just in the front here just to kind of feather it out. And I love it because it softens the line. And something I struggle with my brows is having a really sharp front line here where they're really square, and so it just like feathers it out just enough to where I'm comfortable with it and it's not such a like just hard line. So I've been really loving this brush. I've had it for a while, but it gets lost in my other brushes and I just pulled it out, and I don't like it for drawing, like doing the line of my brows, but I do like it for blending up the product. So that's a great find this month. And then another find, and this isn't something that's that new, I've had it for a couple months, and I had like a love-hate relationship with it where I liked it and I didn't like it, but I've been really liking it this month, and that's the Stila Perfectly Poreless Putty Perfector, and I have it in the shade Light, and I actually did a whole discussion and review of this, and after using it, you know, a lot, you can see I hit pan on it this month, I really like it. And it comes with this, and I find that this actually, usually I don't use these things, or you could use a beauty blender or something, but this, using the sponge actually gives you the most coverage, and so it's a putty foundation, and so you dip this into it and then you apply it on your face and you get the most coverage. And you can also use a brush, which I have used, but you have to, if you want more coverage, then you have to keep going back and forth more than you would with just the powder puff. I just really like the way it looks. Like, it's one of those products that it's matte, has pretty full coverage. I would say medium to full coverage depending on how much you put on. Put it around my eyes, and then if I need to, I'll go in with a concealer. I have it on today, and I just think it makes my skin look great. The reason I didn't like it at one point was because the products, and I can't remember exactly what I was using, but I was using too many products basically on top of it because it is a thicker foundation since it is a putty, and I was using like a concealer and then a powder and a highlighter and all this stuff, and it just got to be like too cakey. But when you thin out the products and don't use so much stuff, then it works great, and I have been loving it this month. Those are my January favorites of things that I have just discovered and newly discovered that I've owned for a little while and have fallen back in love with. So if you like my video, go ahead and like and subscribe, and you'll see more from me later. Okay, thanks. Bye!